And welcome back to my Let's Play of Insurmountable. We only have 2 more missions on Mountain 2 and then 2 on 3 before we tackle the final tier. I mean, although it only shows 1 star on the map, I'm not looking up if there's more. I want to be surprised. I honestly want to be surprised. So, we'll see. Find 4 temporal anomalies. The anomalies are spread out over a wide area. Of course they are. Stormy weather, of course. When finished with the scientist. Oh, me, I don't want to be the scientist. What if I reset your points? Yeah, oh, cool. Okay, gain sanity from consumables. Effectiveness of food and oxygen bottles. Yes. Yes. Increase base stat, yes. I will definitely take all those. Herbs, tea and herbs. Whenever you wake up, gain 10 energy. Gain 15 energy. Maximum, no. Except for a dangerous terrain event, gain 15 energy. +2 oxygen when moving on snow. Sanity when moving on ice. Gain 1 point. Spend sanity to gain a temporary buff of your choice. Increase the camera zoom until next movement. How about I do the tea and herbs thing, and then, yeah, why not? And then max sanity, good. I think that'll work. That'll be fine. I don't have any more points I can use, so yeah, let's do it. Let's do it! Okay, so 4 anomalies. So remember the last time we had to do 4 anomalies? I want to do 2, 2, and then goal. You gaze at the endless mountain vista. Somewhere out there are strange apparitions, smaller anomalies that are connected in some way to the time loop. You have to seek them out and find out more about them, and you have to learn to use them to your advantage. They may be able to help you get better, stronger. Okay, so we need to find out where the first one is. I mean, it's in that direction, so... And if it's in that direction, we're gonna go in that direction. And I'm not gonna worry about the cave, because it's blocked off on the other side, so... Remember, the goal of this video is not to finish the level, just to find some anomalies. Hopefully we can find 2 without a headache. I did waste... I wasted about 4 minutes doing the other thing. But yeah, if I can get to the top of this, that would help me see better. That would definitely help me see better. Honestly, I think I can pull this off without a problem. So I think what I want to do is... I'm going to continue climbing up straight. There we go. I think there's the potential of hazard here. Yes. There's gonna... Oh, you have entered the death zone. Quickly... Wow, we're already in the death zone though? That's crazy. That is crazy to think. But hey. Hey, climbing fever, baby! Okay, ooh. Yeah, I can get to that without a problem. Oh, there's a... Can I get to that cave without a problem, though? Yes, I can. But I'm gonna get this, and then I'll figure out where my anomaly... which direction we might be in. You discovered an intact tent. There's nobody in sight, but the embers of a fire pit are still glowing. The camp is obviously being used by someone. It could contain valuable items. Let's look. A tent with an unusual symbol catches your eye. You plunder it and find valuable equipment. Oh. Yeah, I'll take the boots. Someone's gonna be dead soon. I can tell you that right now. Someone's gonna be dead soon. What about... Okay, so that is the way to go anyway, so... That is weird that we steal boots from them and somehow they end up dead. Do tell, I'm curious. Granted, I don't think I'd want to climb this thing barefoot either, because you'd probably freeze to... Your feet would definitely freeze to death and fall off. Oh! I see it! I sees it. Lying on the ground are two dead mountaineers. It looks like they haven't been there for long. You recognize the symbol on their clothing. It's the same one as the tent that you plundered. Whoops. Yes, I definitely want that. Now I just gotta fight my way over to the anomaly. Let's see. Nearby an abandoned camp, there are a couple of empty oxygen bottles. You could take the time to search the tents. You find 2 bottled oxygen. Neat. Cool, cool. And I'll put the flare gun under here. Perfect. Level up. Gain some energy, body temperature, and yeah. Why not? We're gonna be here a long time, so I figure may as well make use of perks like that. What do we got? Branches of a nearby bush are completely covered in spider webs. As you take a closer look, you notice several spiders vanishing into a hole in the ground. You bend over to inspect the hole. It looks like there's something hidden in there. Spiders skid over your hands, but they don't hurt your fingertips. Push something soft, a cloth bag. You pull it out and discover equipment inside. Cool. Definitely take some gloves. Yeah, I'll work my way over towards that anomaly, though. It hasn't even been that long either. That's cool. That's a good thing. So... But we need this event. We need all the event tokens we can get. In a rocky hollow, well protected from the wind and weather, you discover a tent or what remains of one. There are slashes in the tarp, as if someone had cut the tent with a sharp blade. Scattered outside the tent are items of clothing and provisions, but no sign of the owner. Why did they leave in such a hurry? In the sleeping bag, you find a thick book buried in bound leather. You engross yourself in the handwritten entries and learn about a zoologist who spent most of her life searching for an undiscovered species of genus Homo. There is also a sketch of a hirsute, human-like creature almost 10 feet in height. It reminds you of the legendary Yeti. Yeah, I've seen the Yetis in WCW. Ha! Yes, I will take that. Preserve energy 1 and 2, and yep. And a cave. You enter a vast cave. Several passages lead deep into the mountain. You listen, you can hear metallic clanging coming from one of the passages, as if someone is banging a hammer against a heat pipe. You walk a few steps down the passageway. The clanging gets louder, but it is so dark that it is hard to say how far away the noise is coming from. Keeping one hand on the wall, you make your way carefully forward. The clanging sounds muffled and regular, as if it were coming from a broken machine of sort. You walk further into the cave system. Suddenly the noise stops. You wait a moment, but nothing. Just darkness and bitter cold. What were you thinking? Frustrated, you turn around and back up the passageway. After a while, you stop still. Have you lost your way? The cold seeps in your bones. You keep going, still nothing. Feels like an eternity, but you finally spy the entrance of the cave. You are scared, really scared. That could have ended badly. You are once again at the vast entrance. Yep, and I will get my energy back up. Because I see the anomaly anyways, so level up. Yep, that'll definitely help me. Because I'm going to go for the anomaly now, because I'm going to get that experience buff. And this will get some of my stats back up too. I wonder if I can... It looks like I can get to that without a problem. But which way do I want to go is the question. You come to a sudden stop. A wall of ice and light appears just a few steps in front of you. You have found an anomaly. Astonished, you take a look at the apparition. The surface flickers and changes constantly, and you almost feel as if you can see faces in it. After a while, you're sure you can see your own face, your reflection, but not as you remember. It looks older, tired. Your reflection moves its mouth when you speak, but it doesn't seem like it's mirroring what you say. You shake your head. You must have imagined it. You keep talking, but this time your reflection's mouth doesn't move at all. Shocked, you fall back, staring in surprise as your reflection simply smiles and points at the ground. There you can see some provisions. They must be for you. You quickly stow them in your pack and continue on your way. Oh. Nice. That's pretty cool. Okay. Yeah, I figured that would go around. Okay, we need to find where the next anomaly is. It is... That's not good. Nope. Okay, so it sounds like it's coming from that way. That's annoying. You see footprints in the snow in front of you. They've almost been swept away by the wind, but they're clearly human and very large, like those of a giant. And it would appear that this giant was wandering around barefoot. You follow the tracks to a crevice where they will end. At the bottom of the crevice, you can make out a scrap of cloth. Did someone fall down there? You could jump across and pick up the trail on the other side. Yeah, I can climb down. The crevice isn't very deep. You climb down effortlessly, and it's not as a giant that you find, but a woman's corpse. You move closer and look into two dark, empty eye sockets. What happened to her eyeballs? Could animals have eaten them? You search her torn anorak and find an identity card from a research institute for zoology, and some equipment. Crampon boots. I think, are we on ice? Yeah, we are on ice. So that does help. Warm thoughts, mindfulness. Don't really need the controlled breathing. I'll take the mindfulness, though. Oof. Damn, that's crazy that I can get all that way around without a problem. May as well. No. Yeah, that was kind of a waste. Kind of a waste, but hey, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna get this because it's right here. Why not? It's right. No, no, stop fucking climbing. Jesus Christ, dude. Go over to a frozen mountain lake stretches out in front of you. You place one foot in front of the other, one foot on the ice to test it. It seems sturdy to you. Your path would lead straight across if you don't want to lose time, which I don't. Slowly you stride across the lake. It grunts beneath your boots and crunches and creaks. Suddenly it cracks and the ice sheets break apart. You break into a run, hopping from floe to floe until you reach the shore and throw yourself onto solid ground. Well, at least I made it. Exhausted, you roll your head back. You gasp and your pupils dilate as a comet flies over you, its bright tail stretching miles behind it. What a spectacle! You are overwhelmed with emotion. I may as well get this while I'm here. May as well, but... how long has it been? Not that long. But I still need to find my next... You discover a bird's nest. This is extremely unusual at this altitude. You find some herbs in the nest. Oh, okay. That's cool. Yeah, that's kind of cool. and helpful. You stumble over a corpse of deer with no signs of decay. The animal died only recently. The remains of chewed herbs clings to its snout. Its last meal probably still undigested. You could cut open the animal's stomach to get the herbs. The corpse is still warm as you place your knife against its underbelly. On long, fine cut, blood gushes out of the wound and pours over your hands. You grow dizzy and start to feel nauseous. You did it. You have indeed found some undigested herbs, as well as a level up. I'm in the death zone? No, I'm not. It's not bad, actually. When resting or in events, though. Don't like that. It is that one, right? Okay, it is that direction. Just got the camera to quit fighting with me. Camera is always... That's gonna be one of my major complaints, is the goddamn camera. Okay, I can climb up there and gain sanity and gain experience. That's not that far. Oh, and plus I couldn't get up to that cave anyways. It looks like it takes a bit of work to get over to it. You carefully open the door of a shack. Inside there are books and other documents piled in the ceiling. Just as you are about to enter, a tall woman with long white hair suddenly appears in front of you. She speaks to you quickly in a language you do not understand. When you shrug apologetically, she disappears and returns shortly after with a few possessions, so she wants to trade. She would like some canned food from you and offers one of her items in return. Sure. Only thing is, I gotta figure out... I don't want to get rid of the boots. What if... No, that's still not gonna help. But this will. Ha! Dun 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 dun, using Tetris skills. Sick. So it's back behind me, back that way, huh? That's fine, I just gotta get over there then. Rocks and debris as far as the eye can see. You balance carefully on the boulders so as to not slip and fall. Suddenly, right in front of you, a shadow leaps out of the recess and a rock coming straight at you. You jump in fear, lose your balance, and crash to the ground. You look up to see a mountain hare. You scraped up your knee because of a bunny. Thank you. Stupid rabbit. Really though, nothing I can do either. I skin and boil it in oil. Like really, you jerk? Stupid rabbit. Rabbit sees fire. Let's see, so it's gotta be somewhere in that direction still. The good thing is this will be the longer of the two anomaly missions, so that does help me. And my level's not bad for having only found one anomaly so far. You enter a cave, it's dry and sheltered from the wind. Good, and it'll be almost daybreak too, so... Yeah, and I can get to that. And that should hopefully give me what I need to be able to get back to daybreak. Huh. Ooh, in the death zone. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Good, it is daybreak. Maybe I'll go to the You descend into a cave and breathe deeply. The air down here is warmer, moisture, and richer in oxygen. You almost feel if it's befuddling to you. Your limbs grow heavy, but your mind remains alert. You relax and regain. Don't really need the oxygen. I will take the energy, though. Oh no, I still get my... Okay, my leg is finally healed, stupid leg. You sit down on a rock and relax. A pleasant warmth slowly fills your body. You touch the stone with your hand. It's warm, so warm that the ice and snow around it is melted. Why didn't you notice that before? You close your eyes and regain. Good. Need some sanity boost. Okay, it is that way, so I'm gonna go up the mountain then. Almost to the second piece. Uh-oh, it has been a while, so I need to hurry and find it. Need to hurry and find it. Need to hurry and find it. The problem is there's a lot of event pieces here and I don't want to miss out. Ooh, there it is. As you walk along a rock face, you notice something unusual. You rub your eyes in disbelief. There's a heavy steel door leading into the mountain, and it is open, just a crack. You walk down a dark, narrow passageway, tracing your fingers along the stone wall as you go. This tunnel definitely isn't a natural rock formation. It is clearly man-made. The tunnel eventually forks, ending in another steel door. This one is padlocked. Break it! You kick the padlock, but it holds. You kick again, harder and again. You jump, startled as the broken padlock clatters to the stone floor. You enter the room. The air is stuffy and your eyes start to burn and water. Rows of cots, almost like barracks. Were soldiers stationed here? You open a locker, but it's empty. You try the next one. A postcard featuring a battleship is fastened to the inside of the door. Above it, the word Eldridge. The next locker actually contains some equipment. You need to get back into the light to examine what you found. Don't really need it. Kind of a waste, but... So, I'm gonna go to this cave first, just because it's here. Just because it's here. You enter a cave. It's dry and sheltered from the wind. However, you notice a strong smell. You follow the smell and hear a growl. Fear wells up inside you. Before you can react, something bites your leg. Cursing in pain, you flee the cave. Oh, good to know. Increased time consumption. Yeah, that's not good. Something bit my damn leg. But it's okay. It's okay. So basically we climb to the top of this and we get our next anomaly piece. We still have 2 more to go after. Yeah, we're only halfway home. And to think next times it'll be 5. That's crazy. But I mean, we're getting closer. That's the thing. That's the drive that's keeping me going right now, is we're getting closer. I didn't think I would come this far, but... Well, at least not as quickly as I have, either. I found it, though. Got the anomaly. In front of you is a dome-like structure made of glittering ice. No, not ice. The surface is as soft and yielding as water. You know precisely what you have found. An anomaly. Heart pounding, you walk into the structure. Bright light blinds you. Once your eyes have adjusted, you see there are shapes forming on the shell, lines and circles that come together to form sketches of bears, rabbits, and even goats. They come to life, jump and frolic around you as if inviting you to dance. You begin to move with them and your spirits flow together. An ancient power is benevolent to you. It is benevolent and grants you... Sanity does get me more experience. Okay, that is anomaly number 2. Let us see where... Somewhere in that direction. Okay. But we have found 2, and that means we can bring this episode to a close for today. It took a little bit longer than I would have liked, but we did start to stackpile events there, so that definitely does help. But yeah, bringing this to a close, and hopefully we can find the remaining 2 as easily and as quickly. So in the meantime, though, if you liked what you saw, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and of course, as always, thanks for watching.